hello again, sports fans, and welcome to the Arkansas Sports Network's Game of the Week. Tonight's broadcast is being brought to you by D3 Auto Sales, by Arkansas Tech University, by Tyson Foods, by Premier Facilities Group, and by Metcalf Trucking Company. Here we go, Arkansas. Are you ready? Tonight, the Bismarck Lions are 6-1 and charging full speed ahead. And the Prescott Curly Wolves, also 6-1, are howling for a statement win. Two conference unbeatens collide, and the playoff picture's about to get wild. Buckle that chin strap, folks. It's time for kickoff.
All right, we're live here at Eddie Jackson Field, home of the Curly Wolves. So we got a big-time matchup with the number 3 ranked Bismarck Lions taking on Prescott. Prescott is just ranked right outside our top 10. They have really surged after their opening week loss to Salem. So we're looking for a good battle here tonight. This is Duran Miller. I'm going to be bringing you play-by-play tonight. I've got Aaron Powers with me. He's going to be producing for you. And then we've got Aaron Wojciechowski. He's normally our camera guy. He's doing a little double duty now. He's going to do camera and going to provide a little bit of color as well. So we're excited to be here. We're fixing to get some coin tosses, and then the teams will be running out, and we'll be getting the football. But both of these teams come in 6-1. Both teams lost the first game of the year. Bismarck lost at Mansfield. Mansfield is number 2 on our polls, right behind Salem. And that was an overtime loss, 34-28, if I remember. Yep, that's correct. And then Prescott, they lost a lot of starters. They lost Prater. They lost Pirtle. A white kid that was just a stud. A lot of those guys went on to the next level, playing in college right now. So they kind of, Bismarck, they lost their quarterback, Ben Keithley. They lost a few starters, but they had more of a core coming back. And Prescott early on, taking on Salem, who returned everybody, the state champion last year in 3A. Just kind of ran into a buzzsaw that night. But since then, Prescott has gotten better every week. Last week, picked up a big win over Parker's Chapel, 55-6. And they really haven't been tested. I mean, they had a 28-20 win over Hope. They stepped up in classification for that one. And then they had a Falk kind of kept them a little close there for a minute, 26-7, but a pretty convincing win in the end. 55-0 over Horatio, 45-8 over Harmony Grove, and 55-6 over Parker's Chapel. Bismarck has just steamrolled everybody since Mansfield. 34-28, they lost that one, and then they go to they had them at home, Mineral Springs. They win that one 61-0. We were there when they took on Glen Rose in a top 8 matchup, and Glen Rose got up 14-0, and then Bismarck scored either 41 or 48 unanswered. The final was 48-21. Then they went to Parker's Chapel, got a 48-0 win. Got a big game against Smackover at Bismarck. That one was, at home, I should say, but that was on a Thursday night, and everybody kind of thought that was going to be a great game. Bismarck just went through them like a knife through butter, 58-21. At Falk, they took them down 67-14. And then Harmony Grove, Washtenaw County last week, they beat 42-0 at Bismarck. So they have been on a tear. Prescott is definitely looking to slow them down tonight. Woj, talk to me a little bit about what your thoughts are on this game tonight.
These are just two, pretty high-powered teams, and I'm just really excited to get started. I'm a little nervous. I ain't gonna lie, it's my first time talking, so
that's fine.
But yeah, it's gonna be an exciting game. Two really good teams and two playoff teams.
Yes, sir. Well, I'll tell you right now, you can throw the records out the window. When you come down to Prescott, I mean, you don't come in here and just walk away with an easy victory, ever. first game of the year, Salem returned everything back. Their offensive coordinator last year was now their head coach, who's in the Hall of Fame in the state of Missouri as a head coach, 19 seasons there. That's a little bit different kind of situation. And I say that was the first game. That was actually week 2. They took our week 1 technically. Week 0, they started out with a CrossFit win, 45-8. So I apologize about that. But definitely righted the ship since then. And Prescott elected to receive, so they'll get the ball first. And here comes the teams onto the field. Got the Curly Wolves coming in. Bismarck's already made their way in. And we're getting ready for some football. Aaron, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. We got lots of starters to get to and lots of sponsors as well, but we'll be back right after this.
Arkansas Tech University has pathways to go to college beyond free and help cover the cost of your education. While other universities may claim a debt-free option via a special scholarship, ATU doesn't need a special scholarship to cover tuition and mandatory fees because we're already one of the most affordable universities in the state. Instead, ATU offers 5 pathways for graduating high school seniors to cover the cost of attending classes. And one of these 5 pathways could pay for you. Apply today at atu.edu/beyondfree.
All right, we're back. We're getting ready for the kickoff here. Got several sponsors for Bismarck. Got Prescott with some sponsors for us as well. And we've got a red plate to get to here later at halftime as we went to Trina's Diner, A Touch of Soul, and really good experience there. You're going to learn all about that later. We'll get those sponsors into you right after this kickoff. Looks like, is that number 6 to kick it? Jeremy Walters? It is. So Walters must do the kickoff. I know Van Nall does the extra points and the field goals. It's going to be an end-over-end kick right down the middle of the field. They're going to field it at the 12-yard line. Over to the left side. Got a little bit of room. Tries to cut back, but it's a nice open field tackle by Ethan Hughes. It was number 10 on the carry. That was Sean Tribbett. And that's where they're going to start. Looks like the 29-yard lines. Looks like they're going to spot the ball. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Curly Wolves.
Nice hit right there.
Yeah, good open field tackle. He broke down and he tried to juke him, and then he just tried to run him over at the last second, it looked like, and good form tackle.
I know Bismarck's really technically sound. They're a good tackling team overall.
They play hard. You're going to need to. So here we go. Prescott in the shotgun. They're going to hand it to the back. He's going to come over to the right side. Can he get the outside? He can. He's got a lot of room, but good closeout, and that's Cademan Keithley, one of the faster backs in the state. He'll keep it from being a huge game, but it will be a 1st down all the way to the 42-yard line. Pickup of 13 on the play. That's a good way to start if you're a Prescott Curly Wolves fan. And that was number 1 on a carry, KJ Page. Yeah, back it out a little bit. So here they go, back in a shotgun. Same play over the right side again to Page. Page going to cut it up. He's going to have some positive yardage. He's thrown out of bounds by Landon Williams, number 9. You'll hear his name a lot defensively for Bismarck. But he picks up about 6. It'll be 2nd and 4, ball on the 48-yard line of Prescott. So early on, testing that right side of the Bismarck Lions. I should say their left side, but over the right side of the offense.
It's working out well so far for him as well.
Got all kinds of different color shoes down there tonight. We got the pink going on. We got some green. This time they'll hand it. This one, they kind of go between a little bit of off tackle. It's going to have a positive pickup. It's going to be real close to the stick. Forward momentum looks like he's going to have it by a yard. Pick up a 7. And it's going to be a 1st down. That carry was by number 23, Caden Gleason. So 1st and 10 for the Curly Wolves. And when this next play ends, unless they go up quickly, or if they huddle, we're going to throw up the local sponsors and run over them real quick. So back in a shotgun, you got two H-backs on the right side and a tailback. That's Gleason. They fake it to him. Quarterback's going to keep. He's got a good little seam for a moment. Took a big hit at the end, but it's a nice pickup. Looks like he got about 6 on the play. So 2nd and 4. That was Dalton Stockton, the quarterback, running the ball. Ball on the 41-yard line of Bismarck. We'll get to those locals after this one, Aaron. I forgot to, so you're good. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe if you're watching. Hit that notification bell. This time they're going to hand it back over to the right side. And that was Page again. He's got the first down easily and more. It's going to get all the way down to the 33-yard line.
Nice shiftiness on that run there. It's made a nice little cut back and then found the open hole.
I agree. Nice run from KJ Page. Picked up about 7 on the play.
Nice little time-consuming drive for Prescott, keeping Bismarck off the field.
Rick Cornish running in with the play. Now they'll come up to the line. Got 2 H-backs on the right side. No wide receivers. They're handing it to Page. Page being very patient this time. It gets stopped as Big 75 got in there and got his hands around on Matthias Martinez. He is a 5'6", 215-pound junior for the Lions. So one thing that I've seen when I've done a lot of Bismarck games in the recent past is their lines usually win almost every ball game that I've been to. So tonight, early on, Prescott's offensive line has had their way until that play right there. 2nd and 9 now. Let's go to the locals after this next snap here, okay? You should have an updated board.
Yes.
And here's a handoff over the right side. That's Page, and he gets ripped
Ooh.
down, and we might get a flag. Kind of had that horse collar face mask motion, but they're saying he got him around the shoulders. I seen the explanation. White Hat was talking to head coach Glass.
Sorry.
So it's going to be a pickup of 3, bring up 3rd and about 6.
It's a nice tackle right there. If we didn't get him by the face mask or anything, it's got his hands up, got him down. It looked like he had a lot more room.
Ball on the 29-yard line. They need to get down to about the 23 for a first down. You got a tight end on the right side. You got 2 H-backs on the right. They're going to hand it off. They're going to run behind them, just kind of a student body right, and they string it out well. He's only going to get a yard or 2 at the most. Looks like a yard. Bring up 4th and 5. So it's decision time right now for Coach Glass. They got a decent kicker in David Rabadon. But I don't know if this may be still a little bit out of the range.
Yeah, this would be what, a 46-yarder from here, I believe. So
Ball's on the 28?
28,
So
30,
add
45.
17 to it, yeah. 45, exactly. So they're going to see if they're going to get them to jump off sides here. 4th down. In kind of a pooch punt type situation here. They're actually going to run a play. They're going to fake it over to the right side, a little counter action to it. He's going to be very close when he's pushed back. It's going to depend on the spot. Prescott thinks they got it. Bismarck thinks they stopped them. We'll see. Ball is marked right on the 23, and that's about where they needed to get to. They're taking a look. Got an official timeout. It looks like they're going to come and measure, I believe. He's asking the line judge. Looks like they're giving them the first down. Yep, first
Yep.
down. So move the sticks, and the Curly Wolves are staying on the march. Great opening drive so far. Bismarck defense has bent right now. They're trying not to break.
Clock's running under 7 minutes to go in the first. Prescott just keeping the ball and just running it right down Bismarck's throat at the moment.
They're taking their time getting the plays in. They want to keep that vaunted Bismarck offense off the field as long as possible. Play came in at the 27-second mark. They still haven't broke the huddle. We're at 18 now, 17. Now they'll break the huddle at 14 seconds. 7 on the play clock. They'll get set. Going to hand it off to the running back. I believe that's Gleason, 23. It is. He's strung out for a big loss this time. Whole Pride of Lions gets him in the backfield for a loss of 3, maybe 4. Looks like 4. 2nd and 14. If you don't mind. Every time you do it, I think something disconnects. All right, so got them off pace here a little bit. 2nd and 14. Gonna fake it. This is the play they ran to get the 4th down. And this time, great tackle as the safety or linebacker came up. Looked like the safety, number 20, Brody Allen, listed as an outside linebacker. Only 5'10", 145, but he brought the wood right there. They get past the original line of scrimmage and gain a yard, so we're at 3rd and 9. Dalton Stockton running in with the play. Gonna break the huddle. They're still talking. 10 seconds when they broke the huddle. They're going to have to get up to the line a little quicker this time. It's down to 7, 6, 5, down to 3. They'll get the snap. It's going to be a play action. You got a man. He's behind the defense. He drops it. Then he gets a big pop by Cademan Keithley afterwards. Well, that never feels good. You drop the ball, and then you get popped as well. A little extra on the end. Sure. Let's see the replay on that one if you got it in time. Here we go. It's a perfect pass. I mean, it was a hair behind him. You kind of want it out in front of him a little bit. He had to kind of like back just a hair, but, right there in his hands. Pretty good pass from the quarterback that time. Got to have those. Big hit. That's going to bring up 4th and 9. I'm sorry, 4th and 11. Yeah, I looked at the sticks wrong earlier. I apologize. A lot of pressure. Can he get out of the pocket? He can. He's going to throw it into the end zone. It's going to fall short of everybody or long. Almost intercepted over the top of the Bismarck defender, but still way wide of his man. So it's going to be a turnover on down. So Bismarck, first drive on defense, they bend, but they don't break. And now Prescott's going to have to get on the defensive side and see what they can do against this Bismarck offense. It's been rolling as of late. It's a pretty good job from Stockton to get out of that pocket and make that throw and not get tackled. And showed off some pretty good legs there, getting away from the pursuit. So Bismarck in a shotgun, kind of a pistol with the offset back. They're going to hand it to Keithley over the right side. Going to pick up about 3 on the play. Make it 2. 2nd and 8.
It's been a fast first quarter with Prescott hanging on to the ball so long.
Yeah. 1 incomplete pass. Well, 2, counting the last one. Taking their time. It's a good strategy. Playing a really good offense. This time, Birch hands it off to big Clayton Martinez, and he's stopped after a very short gain of a yard. 3rd and 7. It's a really good job between the tackles on the first 2 plays by the Prescott Curly Wolves defense. They're going to bring in 34 on this 3rd down. That's Zackees Sorrells. Shotgun formation. You got 4 wide, 2 by 2. Birch is back. He's got a man. He's going deep. Kenny under. Little bit short. Tried to reach back and got contacted right as the ball got there. Good defense. And Birch just kind of left that one out a little bit. And Prescott Curly Wolves coaches are fired up at their team.
That's big. That's going to put the Bismarck defense right back on the field.
Can you see the punter's number there? 13, maybe? That's 13. That is. Well, this one roster, I don't have them. I don't have a 13 on either roster. It's number 3. And he's hit. There's a flag on the play. And I lost the ball watching that. Did he go out of bounds? I don't know if it's going to be, if it's a 15-yard or 5-yard variety. Just going to be let's see. It's going to be the 5-yard variety. So that's going to bring up 4th and 3. And now Bismarck, they're going to run the punt team off the field. Looks like they're going to go for it here from their own 32-yard line. Well,
I think
I'm wrong.
Yeah.
So they brought some different guys. I guess the defense had come on the field is what it was. So he's going to punt it away, left-footed kicker. He's gonna catch it cleanly, and then he gets popped. Can he break free? He can't. Good swarm to the ball by the Lions. A little bit of shoving afterwards. These teams love to hate each other, it seems. They're going to give him progression all the way up to the 38-yard line. That's where Prescott's going to start. You know, when you get a left-footed kicker, that ball spins a little differently than you're used to. So that was a good job by the returner to catch that ball. Right now, I mean, if you're Coach Glass, I mean, obviously you want points on that first drive, but I think you feel pretty good about how the game's going at this point. First quarter's almost come to an end, and it's 0-0, and you got the ball for the fresh set of downs. Same formation, 2 H-backs, 1 tight end. Might have 2 tight ends. I'll have to look at that a little tighter there. Going to go over the right side away from the H-backs, and it's going to get 2 on the play. Stick says, yep, right at 2. They move it back a little now. 2nd and 8. That was Page again on the carry. He's been the main workhorse so far. They just now getting a play in. The play clock's down to 13. They're going to have to hurry this time. Got to be a quick huddle. They will. They get on the ball with 6 seconds. Page has it through the middle. There's a nice tackle right there in the box. Going to make it a short gain of 2. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 5. Give him a 3-yard gain on that one here. Trying to see on the replay here if the water's clear. Who got in on that tackle? It was actually Caden Keithley coming up from that safety spot. Minute 28 left in the quarter. 3 on the play clock. 2-1. They're not going to get it off in time. They're either going to get a penalty or call timeout. If they threw the flag, but they got the timeout ahead. Timeout by Prescott. Let's go to our locals. Over for Bismarck, we have GBF Auto Towing and Recovery. We got Osborne Heating and Air, J.A. Farms Feed, and over for Prescott, we've got Glass Insurance Company, proud sponsors of their teams. We really thank y'all. We can't do this without local sponsors. Thank y'all so much. Proud sponsors of these teams. And of course, we want to thank our title sponsors, Arkansas Tech University, D3 Auto Sales, Tyson Chicken, and who am I forgetting? Metcalf Trucking. Okay, so first time out by Prescott. Exactly 1 minute left of the first period. They got a third and about 5 coming up. Boy, if they can get a first down here, you don't feel like Bismarck's going to get the ball again until like 10-minute mark, 9-minute mark in the second quarter if they get a stop in the next 3 downs. Shotgun formation. Looking to throw. He's got a man. He's underthrown. Almost intercepted. There was 2 receivers kind of came together. I don't know if he's looking for 10, Sean Tribbett, or if he was looking for, boy, my eyes ain't what they used to be. Number 5 there, Owen Glass. But Caden Birch was the one that got his hands on it the most, and that's the quarterback playing a little safety or corner back deep that time for Bismarck.
They're setting these passes up perfectly because they're open. They're just not hitting them.
It's a punting situation here for the Curly Wolves. Line of scrimmage is the 43-yard line. A little bit of a high snap, and he handles it fine. Hits that one off the end of his toe. Gets a pretty good bounce, though. It's going to run out around the 20, maybe the 21-yard line. Looks like they're going to mark it at exactly the 21. You remember the line of scrimmage? I think it was the 43. So 19-7, about 25-yard net punt. I said 19. That's 29. So make that a 36 yards. Didn't look good off the toe, but ended up having a great roll for Prescott. So here comes Bismarck, their second offensive possession. Pistol formation, got a back to the side. That's Clayton Martinez. Caveman's the deep back. They'll hand it to him. He really good wrap-up job that time by number 44, Mr. Justin Culp. He's a name I was told would hear a lot tonight on defense because Caveman right there, he got hit initially right at the line. They tried to make himself small and get through a hole there, but he did squirt through there, but Culp wrapped him up and put the end of it. But if he didn't, he would have been off to that second level, and you don't want Keithley in the open field because he can do damage for sure. Pistol formation. This is going to be a little toss to the right side. Keithley's got it. He's got a head of steam. He's got the edge, and he's upended after he gets the first down, though, all the way to the 34-yard line. And that's the last play of the first quarter. 0-0. Let's take a break. We'll be back right after this on ASN.
Facilities Group has completed some of the most challenging and rewarding construction projects across Arkansas. Today, our work extends across 4 core markets: commercial and residential building, industrial, and utility. That allows our company to construct projects that help shape and improve the landscape of the River Valley and beyond. A strong local presence and a vast network of resources allows us to provide best-in-class solutions for all of our clients. From small jobs to multi-million-dollar capital projects, PFG's employees and resources are dedicated to serving our clients and delivering strong results.
All right, we're back. Start the second period. Bismarck and Prescott locked it 0-0 early in this one. But we just had a big first down on a toss sweep to Caveman Keithley. They're going to have the ball at the 39-yard line of Bismarck. The first 2 plays of this drive were in the pistol formation with an offset back as well alongside the quarterback. This time, they're going to go 4 wide, trips to the left. Martinez is the back beside Birch. He'll get the ball. He's back. He's going to have to move up. He's got a lot of room. He's going outside. Sticks his foot in the ground and bounces it back outside. Almost keeps the edge. And I've been really impressed this year by Birch's wheels. He showed them off this year when we were at Glenrose. Had a big touchdown late in that game. It feels like it was in the third period. We ran up the middle for about a 45, 50-yarder and showing off the speed there. Let's say he went out of bounds at the 47-yard line of Prescott.
That was a great run. He saw the opening. He didn't hesitate. Just hit the sideline and looked a little like maybe a little Taylor Green there.
Yeah. He did a good job setting that one defender up to get even more after he got him to go inside, went back out. Little jet sweep. They're going to pull it. And Birch will keep it up the middle for about a 4, maybe 5-yard gain. Looks like 4, 2nd and 6.
Bismarck doing a little play clock running now. Got so used to teams going half speed.
So here we go, 2x2 in a shotgun. Martinez in the backfield. He's going to roll to his right is Birch. Birch looking downfield. He's going to sling it, and it's almost intercepted. There's been some opportunities for both teams to pick the ball off tonight. No one's done it yet. So 3rd and 6 now.
That was a tough throw. He was rolling out and had a man open behind the defender, but just kind of underthrew him a little bit.
Yeah, there was a couple curly wolves over there. It's kind of dangerous. It's one of those where you got to really put it on the money. Trips to the left, one to the right. They're going to hand it to Martinez. A little draw play, basically. And Martinez weaves his way outside, breaks one tackle, and gets a first down. Clayton Martinez, the big fullback, showing off the nimble feet that time. He's down to the 34. 1st and 10 for the Lions. Man, he just like a heat-sinking missile at the end as he got his feet cut out right into the defender's shins. Trips to the right. We got a tight end tight to the line on the left side. He's looking at him in a one-on-one. It's kind of might have been an option type route. He connects as well. Really good job from Ethan Hughes to high point that ball and bring it down. That's going to bring up 2nd and 2. Pick up an 8 on 1st down on the pass. You've seen that one. It was clearly going to Hughes the whole time, trying to overload him on one side and get one-on-one coverage. But he had to work off a couple men there. Go ahead, Woj.
He did really good job getting a foot down because it looked really close to the sideline.
Right, and the quarterback put it in the only place that his guy could get it. Back to Martinez. He makes one man miss. He's slithery, ain't he? Then he runs over a man, bowling his way inside the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 14 for the Lions. Here's your replay. See the shotgun snap. Just going to hand it to Martinez. Right there. Got through those defenders. And then right here at the end, just boom. Just lowering a shoulder, trying to spin. Rumbling, bumbling, right?
It's a hard-hitting bowling ball that's running downfield.
Little scatterbo going on. So, back in the pistol. Martinez is the offset back beside him. They're going to hand it to Keithley. Martinez is the lead back. Better job defensively this time from Prescott. Trying to see the number of the man that jumped on his back. He kind of landed a little hard, but he's all right. Number 50, that would be Brian Woodley. But he picks up almost 3, about 3 on the play. 2nd and 7. Ball's right at the 11. Same formation, 3 wide, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Pistol formation. This time they're going to toss it. That's what we saw Keithley with the last play of the first period. This time he'll bounce outside, cut it back in. He's in the end zone for an Osborne Heating and Air touchdown. For the Bismarck Lions, Cademan Keithley from 11 yards out weaves his way into the end zone. And Bismarck strikes first.
That was a great run right there. Hit the sideline, like you said, made a man miss with a nice little cutback, and then just walked in for the easy touchdown.
You got a replay on that? Show it after this field goal. Or PAT. That Van Non in to kick it. Got number 9 holding, that is Landon Williams. Holds good, kick is up, and it looks perfect. It is. And here's your replay on the touchdown. Watch the cutback right here. Oh, what happened? Oh, I lost the screen there. It's flipped on me. Loop that one more time for me. Let it play. Here we go. He's going to stick his foot, get outside right here, and then right here. Makes his man miss. Walks in after that. 7-0 Bismarck. Prescott's had one really impressive drive. They got to get going like they did on that first drive of the game. I will say that head coach Daniel Keithley is known to kick that onside occasionally, so you got to be ready for it right now if you're Prescott. They're going to boot it away. It's going to be over the head. He's going to have to run down and pick it up at the 1-yard line. This is bad right here for Prescott. They're going to get him down inside the 3. And that, man, you know, it's a live ball. You got a replay on that one? Okay. I don't know if the ball was going to completely stop on the one here. I'm watching it on my phone a little back. It may have, it may not have. At that point, you just got to make a decision and take it. And tough start. They're going to have to go 97 yards.
Yeah, I mean, the good news is they moved the ball. They just, at least on that first drive, they moved it right down the field. Just they got to be able to punch it in this time because you can't fall too many points behind Bismarck.
Yeah, Gary Martin,
Sure you're not going out, Aaron? Okay. Is that in Facebook? Because I don't see it. Oh, I see it now. So Gary Moore says, "Go Lions" from Malachi Moore, number 73's dad. Appreciate that. And C. Morton says, "Let's go Lions." So you got a couple Bismarck fans in the house. Prescott, where you at? Let me know where you're watching from and who you're watching. So back in a shotgun, couple H-backs. He's going to play action. He's got a man. He didn't look in time. Ball was a little behind him. That ball was in the air, and time the receiver looked back at it, it was too late.
And the man calling plays for Prescott's doing a good job. They're getting these big plays there. They're just not hitting them, but they are right there to be had. That'd have been about a 20-yard pickup, got them out of there, deep out of their own end zone.
They don't list the offensive coordinator. I'm thinking Coach Glass may be the offensive coordinator. Not 100% on that. $305 live devices on YouTube watching us. We appreciate every one of you.
Play clock's about to run out. It's hit 0.
Hit that like button. Looks like Prescott going to have to call their second time out of the half. And they will. Let's get our locals up again here. Want to thank the great folks at GBF Auto Towing and Recovery. Went in there today and talked to them. Great people. Sponsored multiple times with Bismarck. Osborne Heating and Air. Every one of these have been multiple time sponsors. They got our touchdowns tonight as well. Osborne Heating and Air did. And then JA Farms Feed. They've done it as much as anybody has, that's for sure. Proud sponsors of the Bismarck Lions. And over for Prescott, you got the Glass Insurance Company. Proud sponsors. Go Curly Wolves. We'll take a short 15-second break. We'll be back right after this, right here on the Arkansas Sports Network.
You belong at a school that understands your needs. At Arkansas Tech University, you'll receive a personalized education designed with your interests in mind. Offering over 115 undergraduate degree options, both online and in person, with classes taught by dedicated instructors committed to helping you succeed in your chosen field.
Bring it in. All right, we're back live. They're looking to throw. Can he get under it? Just overthrows his man as Stockton was trying to hook up with Sean Tribbett again. So now you throw twice, and you're looking at a 3rd and long, 3rd and 10.
And now you're kind of in a situation where I mean, do you just run the ball here and just try to get a few yards for your punter, or do you try to just take another shot? Because, like I said earlier, they're there to be had. They got guys open.
I mean, I think right now you got to kind of pass on this one more than likely. I mean, you could play it safe and run a draw or something of that nature.
Maybe a screen.
Yeah, possibly that as well. But the biggest issue is here, you're going to be punting with your heels close to the back of the end zone. And the other issue is Bismarck's going to get a short field more than likely. So, and now
Clock ran out again.
the clock already down. It is. Yeah, it's not gonna hurt them too much. Half the distance to go. Instead of the 3, they'll be on the 1.5. They moved the ball? Or did he say they didn't reset the clock or something? I thought that was quick, didn't you?
Yeah, I think he said the play clock was not reset.
Yeah, they reset at the 25. Okay, so here we go. He got 4 wide, trips to the left. He's looking. He's got a man, and it's going to be picked off for a pick 6 by Cademan. Keithley, his second touchdown of the night, second pick 6 he's had on the Arkansas Sports Network this year. And that's another Osborne hitting an air touchdown for the Lions, and that hurt in a big way.
Yeah, I mean that's why I said earlier, you maybe run and try to punt, but I think they made the right call. You need to try to move the ball and keep the ball, but that was just a great play by the D-back there.
So Van Nolen kicked the PAT. Did you get the replay on there for him? Good work, Aaron. Snap is perfect. Hold is perfect. Kick is perfect. 14-0 Bismarck Lions. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back right after this.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
All right, we're back at Eddie Jackson Field, former Razorback and New England Patriot. Bismarck's getting ready to kick it off after the 14-0 start here. High end-over-end kick, fielded at the 4. He's going to come over to the left side, runs it to his own man, then he gets popped and turned around. He's still churning the legs and finally brought down at the 24-yard line. 20-yard return. Going to be 1st and 10 right there. I believe that was Gleason, 23, on the return. Get some scores around the state for you here in just a moment. Also got some more comments to get to. Scores around the state. We've got Cabot 3-0 early on Bryant. That's a shocker, but it's early. Marion 13. They're down 16-13 to Sheridan right now. Osceola has an early 13-6 lead over Rivercrest. Gravett is up 10-0 over Prairie Grove. Walnut Ridge 8-6 over Newport. We'll get to more of those in a moment. Back in the shotgun. They're going to play action reverse this time. Trying to get out in space. Doing a pretty good job of stringing them out, and there is a flag coming in late as well. That was number 4, Roderick McKinney on the carry. Let's see what the flag's about. If it's holding, that's going to back them up. I mean, a loss of about 2, it looks like. They might decline it and make it 2nd and 12, or they might take it and make it 1st and 20-ish.
Blocking her back.
Yeah. It's a 10-yard variety. So they'll take the penalty, make it 2nd and about.
We'll make it
Gonna
1st and
be
20.
I'm sorry, 1st, yeah. No, it's going to be more than that, ain't it? Line of scrimmage is just shy of 25. Looks like they put it about the 13. It's going to be about 1st and 22. Maybe 21. So back in the shotgun. Earlier they were in those 2 H-back sets. They're definitely trying to throw now. The slot man's not guarded at the moment. This time they just hand it off. He's going to bust it outside. That's Page. Great open field tackle. And guess who? Cademan Keithley. Showing off the athleticism of the 9 on both sides of the football. Finish out a few more scores here. Junction City's got a 24-0 lead over Magazine. Manic Cove is up over Paris 8-0 early. Warren has a 14-3 lead over Stuttgart. That's definitely one of the high-profile games. But Stuttgart was driving at last check inside the 10-yard line. Robinson and Searcy were knotted up at 7. And what else we got? Sylvan Hills is down to Jonesboro 14-7. Lamar on top of Pottsville 14-7. Lamar seems to be playing a little better in the last couple of weeks. Had a big lead over Dardanelle early in the game last week before they fell. And then Atkins and Quitman, another big game in 3A, is 7-7 early. Now we're going to get a legal procedure or
clock ran out again.
False start. Delay a game on this one. So we're going to back them up 5 more.
Play clock didn't. This 25 seconds goes by really fast.
Now the ball's at the 10, so it's second, and they got to get all the way to the 30, basically the 35. So, yeah, second and 25. Got 4 wide. You got an H-back as well in there. 3 wide and an H-back and a tight end. Quarterback scrambling. He's in trouble. He's going to throw it. It's past the line of scrimmage, and he's out of the tackle box, so no grounding. But 3rd and 25. Prescott's basically got to get this one to Monticello for a first down almost. Camden. We'll say Camden. That's more like it. Can't say Russell or Aaron. That'd be the wrong direction. Aaron didn't drop, so he has no clue. He has no clue. He talks to us, and y'all can't hear him, but he did go out a couple weeks ago at Dardanelle when we didn't think he was. So you heard a lot of production that night. So 3rd and Camden Fairview. 5 wide. Trips to the right. 2 to the left. He's looking. It's a little pump and go. The ball is dying, and it's going to be intercepted. And that's another Keithley. This time, Ethan Keithley. That is the stepbrother, I believe, is what I've been told, right, of Cademan Keithley. So it's intercepted at the 44, and Bismarck's going to be 44 yards away. Here's the replay. A little pump and go, and that ball just kind of fluttered at the end. If you'll watch it kind of hang up here, just so at the top of our camera there, but just enough time. Bismarck was in good position. And they're going to run up to the line quickly. Got Birch at quarterback, Martinez flanked to his left, and Cademan in the pistol. They'll give it to Cademan. He's going to bounce over to the left side. He's in the open field. He's got a block in front of him. There is a flag in the backfield. This one's coming back on a hold. It's going to be a touchdown as of now, 44-yarder, but I believe it's going to be a hold around the 45-yard line. That's what we got.
That penalty takes away another sensational run. A nice cutback, hit the sideline. He just turned on the jets. That young man has some speed.
Once he got around the corner and you seen his receiver blocking that outside looked like a corner so well down the field, I mean, I knew it was over at that point. But the hold is what helped him get out there. So they'll bring him back. That's going to bring up 1st and 20. Ball's at the 46 of Bismarck now. Now we're in a shotgun. 1 running back, Martinez. It's going to be a screen to Martinez. He's going to catch it. He's going to turn it upfield. Big man got some speed on him for a fullback. He'll surprise you at times. Run out of bounds, rode out of bounds, I should say. But he gets up to Bismarck territory, or Prescott territory, up to the 48-yard line. Pickup of 6 on the play. Now, they're going to mark it at the 49, so make it 5. Pick up a 5. 2nd and 15. Trips to the right, 1 to the left. Martinez, the running back again. They're going to fake it. Birch going to pull it. He's going to stick his foot in the ground and get vertical. Now he gets outside and he's tripped up by number 25, Keeman Benton. And that saved an even bigger gain, but he's past the original line of scrimmage. They're going to make a 3rd and 1. Picked up 14 on the play. That's just a good run by Birch. I mean, he really set it up, hit the right seam, and then knew when to bounce it outside as well. Martinez on a little dive up the middle. He's going to have it. Pick up of a 3. Got it down to the 32.
The physicality and the speed of this Bismarck team is just the second time we've seen them, and it's been just even more impressive than last time. They're hard hitting and just they got a lot of speed.
A lot of people and that's kind of a thing about Bismarck is predominantly the tradition wise over the years, when you think Bismarck, you don't think speed. And they have definitely had a handful of it the last few years. Going to fake this one. Birch over the right side. Got a flag on a play. He's dropped right at the 30. Let's see what the flag's about. I believe might have been on a receiver outside. I think it's on Hughes, Preston Hughes.
Right now, Bismarck's about the only thing stopping Bismarck with these penalties.
It's going to back them all the way up to the 41. So about 1st and close to 20, about 19. Four wide, trips to the left. Martinez is the running back. Birch looking. He's going to hit Caveman in the slot. Caveman gets ahead of steam, rolls over one man, spins his way down, and a lot of extra afterwards, but right to the 30. So back where they were before the flag. 2nd and 8.
Clock running near 4 minutes left in this really fast first half.
Prescott could really use a stop right here. They don't want to go down 3 scores.
Especially with Bismarck getting the ball to start the 3rd quarter.
This is 2 down territory here for Bismarck. See if Prescott can get them behind the chains a little bit here. They're going to do a little counter action that time. Trying to fake the toss sweep to Caveman and give it to Martinez on the counter action, and he's not going to get much at all. Ball's at the 29. He got a yard, so make a 3rd and 7. Stave announcer and Eddie Jackson Field here trying to get the crowd up for the Prescott Curly Wolves to get off the field here. I do believe it's going to be 2 down territory, but you get a stop right here. Back to passes Birch. Pocket breaks down. He's going to get sacked. That's going to be a loss of about 2, maybe 3. Make it 2, and it's going to be 4th and 9 from the 31, and that's exactly top play that Prescott needed.
Yeah, they got themselves in a good position. Now they gotta shut the door here and get the ball back. A great tackle right there because it looked like he had some room. If he could have broke free, he probably would have gotten the first down. A great open field tackle.
Yeah, the pocket collapsed, and then you're right. It looked like he was going to break free. Great job from the Curly Wolves. So here we go. 4 wide. Trip to the right, 1 to the left. This kind of looks like that play they ran earlier, but nope, they're going to roll to the right. He's going to throw back. It's a screen to Martinez. Breaks one tackle, makes a man miss. He's tackled around the ankles. Where is the spot? They're going to mark him short by a full yard, maybe 2. Yep, about 2 yards. So that's going to be a turnover on downs, and Prescott Curly Wolves will take over down 14-0 with 2:07 left. Can they go down the field at 2:07, Woj? I'd like to see them go back into the running game right here. They were kind of throwing out a necessity a little bit. It didn't look good. They gave up 2 picks, a pick 6 early in the game. They're running 2 H-backs, a couple tight ends in there, no receivers, and just trying to power their way down the field. And they had about a 50, 60-yard drive, in that first possession.
They did. And they got good chunks on those plays too. It wasn't just like 1 or 2 yards. They were getting 7, 8, 9 yards in some of those plays. So yeah, they got time to move the ball, especially with one time out.
They got to go quick. They can't sit there and huddle until 12 seconds on the play clock. But I think you got time to run the ball, get back to what you like to do here, at least a little bit. And looks like we got kind of a tight bunch in receiver, like a 2-by-2 look. I hand it to the running back. He's hit pretty hard. Looks like a no gain. The stick moved, but the ref, the angle's a little weird. I guess he got about a football. Second about 9.5. And the clock's rolling. They'll run the play in. Minute 42 and counting.
No, like they're really in too much of a hurry right now.
No. Now they're going to run out in a shotgun. You got 2 backs alongside the quarterback. You got 2 wide receivers. Tight end on the right side. They're going to fake it. He's looking like a little screen. Throw it back, and it's complete, and he falls down. The turf monster got him. That was going to be a big gain.
He got the first down, though. That stopped the clock just a moment.
That was Wes Cornelius from Dalton Stockton on the completion. And that turns a short gain into, what probably would have been a 20-yarder if he could have stayed on his feet. The clock did stop. It's rolling again now. Minute 13 and count. They're going to give it to Page. Page going to bounce it outside. He's got some room. He makes a man miss. Might get a block in the back. No call. And he's going to have a first down in the Bismarck territory as he run out at the 47-yard line.
Great run and a fantastically smart play to run out of bounds right there.
Yes.
Get what you can get and get out of bounds. Stop that clock.
And he showed the speed as well. Who's Darnell playing? Ozark having their way with Darnell early from what I'm hearing. That's a shocker. A little tunnel screen, and he's going to get tackled inbounds with just under a minute now. 57 and counting. Got to get up quick. PA announcer's trying to help coach them. Say, get on the line quick. We got to go. You love it. You got to love the hometown guys. Probably been calling Prescott games for who knows how long and been watching them for even longer. It's a double fake reverse. Going to be a halfback toss. Breaks the tackle. He's going to have to run. He's going to be stopped at about the 39-yard line. They're going to give him the 40, actually. And they'll call their last time out. Let's get to our Facebook comments. Or, I'm sorry, our YouTube comments. It's 21-9 right now. Ozark over Dardanelle. Wow. I really like what's going on at Dardanelle. Coach Watson, he's got a very talented team. And Boonville, Mansfield look like they're delayed. I guess there's some rain maybe going on over there. Ozark just recovered an onside kick while they were already up 21 or 22-9 is what I'm hearing. And comments here. We've got several since I last was in here. Razak says, let's go Lions. Watching center number 62. That would be Mr. Hunter Wyatt. Brittany Williams says, go Bismarck Lions and go band. Kathy Talbert says, go Lions. Number 15 is totally awesome. That's Zane Talbert. Julie Rimmer Heck says, go Lions. And we'll get some more here in a moment. 4 wide. Trips to the left. Page is a running back. Quarterback's looking. He's got a man. He's going to overthrow everybody. And it's actually intercepted. What a catch. Over the shoulder by Ethan Keithley. And they blew the whistle down. Did they say he ran out of bounds?
I guess when he caught the ball, he caught it was he on the back line when he caught it?
It doesn't matter. You can run into the end zone and forward it. I don't think they should have blew the whistle unless that's a high school rule that I'm not aware of. Zero caught it. What a catch. Did we get a replay on that, please? Oh, killing me. Killing me, Aaron Powers. We got two Aarons up here, so if I say something bad to somebody, I got to make sure they know who it is, right? What a catch. You can rewind it on your phone, even though we didn't get the instant replay. Wow. Unreal catch. Maybe he ran out of the back of the end zone. I'm trying to watch it back. And they've marked it at the 15 or 16 there. He never ran out of the sideline. His weight carry his progress carried him into the end zone. I don't.
Is that a touchdown?
No. So they called it as a touchback. So they gave him the ball at the 20. But I don't think it should have been, Aaron, is what I was trying to explain. But maybe that's a high school rule. If you intercept the ball and run into the end zone the other way. But here's Keithley. Man, runs so hard. And Prescott, well, they're holding on for dear life on that tackle at the end. Big explosive play, though, all the way up to the. Looks like they're going to mark it to 39. Only 6.9 seconds left. And we got a flag on the play.
Got a timeout.
Oh, I'm sorry. Timeout by Bismarck. Gave him the 40. Atkins up 14-7 over Quitman. Elena Bogey doesn't like the call either. I can't read what she said, but she didn't like it. Jeff Smith earlier said he read that like a book, talking about one of those interceptions. Maybe that last one, I'm not sure. That's the third pick in the game, though, in the first half here for Bismarck. I don't remember where I was exactly earlier, so I may miss a few. But Dennis C. says, let's win this. Big Blue, go Lions. Kathy Telfer says, thank you. Go Bismarck Lions says, go Lions. John Griffin says, go Lions. Where is the Prescott fans in here? We need some Prescott fans in here to get the chat going. And Alan Bogey says, way to be there, number 73. Pull up our locals while we're coming out of this timeout, Aaron. We got GBF Auto Towing and Recovery. Call them for all of your auto needs. They don't just tow, they do all kinds of auto care there. They'll take care of you. Great people. Osborne Heating and Air, give them a call for anything you got going on with your heating and air. They will take care of you as well. And JA Farms Feed, if you need to get some feed for your farm, your ranch, go down there and talk to JA Farms. And that's proud sponsors of the Bismarck Lions. Over for Prescott, we've got the Glass Insurance Company, proud supporters of the Curling Bulls. So they're adding time back to the board. They're putting it, they got it at 9 seconds now.
That's enough time to get in a quick few yards, calling their timeout, and take a shot.
Shotgun formation, jet sweep action, little tap pass. This is to Keithley, trying to get him out in space. Can he get out of bounds? He will with 2.9. Might have been 3 when he actually went out, but they stop it at 2.7. Well, they said he didn't get out of bounds. They said keep rolling it. Watching on the phone. Felt like he got out of bounds, but he definitely told him to keep rolling it. Under 2 minutes, the clock should stop when you go out. And they're still talking. They're bringing them back now. It was 2.7 when I looked up after they blew the whistles. Right at 2.7. And it's a timeout by Bismarck. They're saying they got a timeout. The only bad thing about this right here, when you're still over 50 yards from the end zone, is I don't think they're going to throw it. They're not going to risk a pick six top situation or a strip sack fumble, where they can run it back. Just don't want to get any kind of injuries on this type of play.
It's fine.
Got an update on Stuttgart and Warren. It's 24-21 Stuttgart. It's the Rice Birds coming back in that one. Andrea Emerson says, roar, go Lions. And Jay Stu says, let's go, Curly Wolves. Come on. Class of 82. Thank you, Jay Stu. All right, this should be the final play of the half. 2-by-2 again, 4 wide. Martinez is the running back alongside Birch. He's staying in the block. Going to get a hold more, maybe. Not going to call nothing. Left tackle is in a war. Birch is running. And he's going to be brought down at the 29, and that's going to be the end of the half. And looks like we got a couple Curly Wolves down. Looks like number 44, Justin Culp, getting up a little gingerly. And also number 50, I believe, Brian Woodley. Both getting up on their own volition and running off, so it looks like they're going to be okay. Good to see that. All right, we're at half, and we're going to have a red plate special for you as we were over at Trina's Diner, a touch of soul. You got that ready, Aaron? All right, we're going to go to the red plate right now. Watch this. You'll enjoy it. If you're ever in Prescott, you definitely need to come eat at Trina's.
What's up, Arkansas Sports Network fans? This is the Road to the Red Plate, celebrating Arkansas's finest restaurants. This week we're at Trina's Diner, a touch of soul, serving homemade soul food for almost 3 years. Okay, Dran, tell us about the food we had.
Yeah, we're here at Trina's Diner, a touch of soul today in Prescott, Arkansas. As soon as we got in here, very welcoming. Talked to Trina. And one of our workers was up there and just very friendly, very excited to have us here. Food was great. We came in, we saw the specials on the board. It was chicken spaghetti. I'm a big chicken spaghetti fan, or chicken bacon Alfredo. Had a couple like steamed vegetables or steamed corn or a side salad, and they've got catfish. They've got all kinds of regular food, like burgers every day. I want to say pork chops, she said. But I had the chicken spaghetti. It was very well presented, very seasoned nicely. It was just really good. It was a little different than my traditional take on chicken spaghetti, like how we make it at home, but still really good. And honestly, it's kind of fall right now. We're getting that cold air. It's 50-something degrees outside. It kind of made me think of like something you would serve at like a Thanksgiving dish, like a potluck type food. It was really good. I had the steamed vegetables as one of my sides, and also had a side salad. Just a small side salad. Had real fresh lettuce, cabbage, cheese, and bacon on it. The steamed vegetables were delicious, cooked just right, seasoned very well. So overall, just a really good trip here at Trina's. The food was excellent. I had sweet tea. I'm one of those people that judge a place off their sweet tea as much as anything. Sweet tea was great. So overall, definitely a win here at Trina's Diner.
All right, so we're here at Trina's Diner, a touch of soul, Prescott, Arkansas. And I had the chicken bacon ranch Alfredo, which was very, very good. They had just the right amount of chicken bacon ranch and Alfredo. They mixed it all together really well. The Alfredo was nice and soft, and I thought it was fantastic. I'm kind of a stickler for Alfredo, so I don't eat it all the time, but when I do, it has to be really good, and this was really good. I had the steamed vegetables. Not a big fan of vegetables normally, honestly, but they were really good too.
So I had the classic cheeseburger and french fries here, and it was very juicy on the inside. The vegetables were very crispy, and it was seasoned really nice. I also had the french fries that came with it. They were also seasoned very well. And then I also had the peach Kool-Aid. It had a really nice peach flavor that wasn't really big, but was still very bold. And it paired really well with just a classic pairing of the cheeseburger and fries, which is really hard to get wrong, especially if you're here in the South.
All right, we're here today with Miss Trina of Trina's Diner, A Touch of Soul here in Prescott, Arkansas, 221 Holly Street. You can call them at 870-796-8014. Sundays kind of come and get it, and whenever she's out kind of thing. And they sell out because everybody's here. Nice to meet you today. We had just a great meal. We really appreciate everything. Tell me a little bit about the diner and just how long y'all been open.
Okay, we've been open ever since I opened this diner. I had my grand opening on July the 13th, 2023.
Okay.
So we going in roughly on our third year.
Right. Yes, ma'am. Are you from Prescott?
I am not from Prescott. My husband is from Prescott. I finished school in Hope.
Okay.
I'm really from Bradley, Arkansas.
Okay. So, how's the town supported your business so far since you've been open?
They have really been by my side. They support heavy. On Saturdays on Sundays, I have a lot of people come out of Hope here,
nice.
And all the other surrounding areas.
Right.
They come here and support. So I get a lot of support, from people.
Yes, ma'am. So today's specials were the chicken spaghetti and the chicken Alfredo, or chicken bacon Alfredo. Do you have different specials every day, or how do y'all do it?
I really need to do better, but I really kind of get up and I decide what I want to have.
Yeah.
We have different dishes. I don't never do anything the same week. Like if I do something one week, the next week it may be something
Right.
different. So I do a lot of different casseroles.
Okay. Is there some of the other ones you want to talk about that you do on certain days?
I do shrimp fettuccine.
Nice.
Chicken bacon ranch. Those are two of my hot sellers that I did today. The chicken spaghetti. Anytime I'm catering, I do cater as well.
Okay.
That's they go to. On Sundays, that's when they get that deep soul food. When I do the dressings, the pig feet, the neck bones, and
Nice.
pinto beans and peas and stuff like that. I do that on Sundays. And
Okay.
when I say call your order in before 12, because when 12 come, I'm fully running. I do come first serve. I stand on that, and we'll sell out really fast. We will not make it to 6 o'clock.
Right. Everything we had was excellent. Just seasoned well. Where did you learn? Is this stuff you learned growing up, or just a little bit of here and there?
Actually, my mom and my dad both could cook, and they made sure all their kids knew how to cook. I've been cooking. I know I've been in the kitchen with my parents. I used to get ready holidays. I would be in a chair helping cut up stuff. I've been cooking ever since I was like 8 years old, and it's always been a passion of mine. So I love to cook. I get excited when people want me to cater because, add on to my revenue and stuff like that, but it warms my heart when people want me to cook for their families.
Right. So it's just kind of in your soul to, it's something you like to do and get a blessing out of it for sure.
Yeah.
Well, everybody needs to come down to Trina's Diner. It was a great experience. We got one last question for you. Tonight we got Bismarck coming to town, the Lions taking on the Prescott Wolves and the Curly Wolves. Who you got?
Curly Wolves,
All right.
let's go.
Gotta go, Curly Wolves.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you. Awesome, Tom.
Thank y'all for coming.
Like, subscribe, and comment down below where you want to see us next on the road to the red plate.
Here, Woj.
Thanks.
Aaron, put that where it won't leak everywhere. Hey, they want to see the crowd, so are we live? There you go, Aaron. Trying to get a little band in here for y'all, a little performance. We can't show all the band all the time because we are a business page and we get copyright hits because of the music, even though they've got permission to play it. Because it's a business page, it'll hit on our page sometimes. So we can show you a little bit here and there, though. But that was the red plate with Miss Trina, and it was a great time there today.
Yeah, the food was really, really good.
Little rundown of the game. So we have Caden Keesley with both touchdowns in the game. Osborne hitting and air touchdowns for the Bismarck Lions. Started it off with an 11-yard toss sweep, took it to the house, and then later got the pick six. And that's where we're at, 14-0. Not a whole lot of scoring in this one so far. I like the game plan, Woj, of what Coach Glass and Prescott's trying to do. They're trying to take their time. They're trying to keep that Bismarck vaunted offense, off the field as much as they can, and it's worked for the most part. I do think when they had to come out and throw, they had some receivers open at times, but they weren't able to connect. And that's kind of, they've thrown 3 picks in the first half, so I feel like they got to get back to the ground game and try to keep themselves in situations where they don't have to throw it very often because it's been a struggle so far. But I felt like Page just showed some really good running. We've seen McKinney on one jet sweep. It didn't go for much. They strung it out pretty well, but he's a guy that you definitely want to get out there and kind of give him the ball at times. Let your quarterback run a little bit. We've seen I think it was a 4th down pickup where he ran it up the middle. They got it, right now it's just 14-0, even though it feels like Bismarck's kind of dominated in some ways. It's a close game. Now they do have to kick off. Bismarck will get the ball first to start the second half. If they can get a stop, I'd like to see Prescott running the ball and see if they can get down the field and get another good drive like they did to start the game and maybe punch it in this time. And it's a one-possession game.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It's a it looks like it should be a way more lopsided game than what it is. Prescott's right there if they can get the stop, but if Bismarck goes down and scores a touchdown, it's going to put them behind the 8 ball because while you have enough time to run the ball down 14, down 2 scores, down 3 scores, it's going to be really, really difficult to have enough time to come back and complete the comeback. So, this is first drive is huge. Prescott needs, to at least keep them off the board, even if it's not like a 3 and out. Just keep them off the board, and they'll be in good shape. But they've got to get a drive that ends up in a touchdown. That opening drive was tremendous. It was time consuming. They dominated the line of scrimmage, moved the football at will, but then they got down inside the 25 and just sort of stalled out. Bismarck held them, and it's been all Bismarck really since then.
Yes, sir. So we got some scores around the state, some updates here. Let's get to those. All right, let's see. Boonville 7, Mansfield nothing. So that's low score late, but Mansfield's been on a tear this year. Boonville having a good game so far against them. That is a huge rivalry right there, especially as of late in the last few years. It's really gone to the next level. Jonesboro has a 28-14 lead over Sylvan Hills. Marion is down actually to Sheridan is up. I'm trying to read these backwards. Sorry. Sheridan 43, Marion 34. And what else we got? Searcy's over Robinson 23-7. Wow. Robinson, number 1 team in our polls, and that is a huge game. Searcy's been playing really good this year. The Lions right now giving Robinson all the trouble, everything they can take. That would be a huge upset. So would Boonville over Mansfield, even though that sounds weird to say. That's how good Mansfield is this year, and Boonville struggled a little bit for Boonville. The Boonville game just started. It was under that. It was under a flood delay. Forgot about that. We saw that earlier. That it was delayed. There's maybe a few scores in there I missed. Last update I got on Atkins was up 14-7 over Quitman. Gravett had a 17-0 lead over Prairie Grove. That's a big one. Go Abshire up there at Prairie Grove. Been there since like around 89, 90. Only made, I think they've had one losing season ever under his leadership, and that was 2 years ago. Stuttgart 24-21 over Warren. And now Warren has scored, so it's 28-24 Warren in the lead. That's a barn burner. Never mind. Stuttgart's kicked the field goal. Or no, they scored a touchdown, so they're back up 31-28. That's all we got for about right now. Get to a few more comments. Go ahead. You got something?
I checked a few minutes ago. Fort Smith Southside's leading Russellville 29-15 a few minutes ago. And Atkins' game is at halftime 14-7.
In Razorback basketball news, the Razorbacks starting the season in their exhibition game tonight against Cincinnati. 20-point lead last we checked. Is that correct still?
48-28 at halftime. Darius Akef with 13 points in the first half, leading all scorers.
True freshman, 5-star. All right. We're going to take some breaks. We'll be back. Oh, also, we've got OTA coming tonight. Overtime Arkansas. Like we had last week. It was a big hit. We did that a couple years ago. We're trying to bring it back. Overtime Arkansas. We're going to have a scoreboard show at the end of the night. We'll be live on the Arkansas Sports Network on YouTube and try to get it on Facebook as well. And we're going to have scores from around the state. We'll have some call-ins. We're going to talking to coaches, talking to different people that are at games, and really bring you the best scoreboard show you can watch live and give you some great graphics and some highlights on there. Well, that's it for now. Take a break. Hit that like button for us. We'll be back right after this. Hey. All right, we are ready now. Tried to show the band there for you a little bit. Didn't really get a whole lot of the Bismarck band, but we got that Prescott performance there. Like I tried to explain on there a little bit about the copyright issue, so couldn't really let you hear it, but you're able to see them march there a little bit in formation. It's a fun halftime show there. Prescott band was really getting after it. It's pretty exciting. So here we go, second half action. I mean, I feel like obviously if you're a Prescott fan, you don't want to be down 14-0. We know how good this Bismarck team is. You know what happened last year at Bismarck. They were able to win that game. Believe that was the night their backup quarterback was in. Preston Hughes, the receiver. He played quarterback for the injured Ben Keithley at the time, who's graduated now. So I mean, they returned most of their team. So I feel like 14-0 at the half. You feel pretty good. We got a sky kick here. It's going to have a nice return up to the 48, maybe the 49, depending on the spot. But you need to get a stop right here on this opening drive. That's what I was trying to get to. Get a stop and then get your offense on the field. Hand that ball off to Page a few times and work some things out with some misdirection and see if you can get down the field and get in the end zone, and then anything can happen from there. Definitely got to get a stop right now, though. So both teams have talked about whatever they needed to do at half, their adjustments. Bismarck's coming out in 4 wide, trips to the right. Clayton Martinez is the running back alongside Birch. They're going to give it to Martinez. He's going to go try to break a tackle, but they're going to hold on around the shoelaces and bring him down for a pickup of 3 on the play, 2nd and 7. I'm trying to remember. I believe Bismarck's first 2 carries of the game were between the tackles, and it was very minimal, like that 3 and maybe 2. And then they busted a big one on 3rd down outside. Fordyce has a 24-8 lead over Dumas early. Second half action. Fake it. Birch, and he shows some speed when he decides to finally get vertical. He's going to get close to a 1st down. 3rd and about 1.
This is a massive couple of plays here. Like you said earlier, they got to get a stop, but you feel like it's probably 4-down territory for Bismarck.
Unless they just get a big loss on this play, of 4 or 5 or more, I definitely think we'll see 2-down territory if they don't get it here. So 2 by 2. Birch going to keep it. He's going to throw it out in the open to Hughes. Hughes gets vertical. He gets the 1st down. He's over to about the 37-yard line. They're going to give him the 38, it looks like. Pickup of about 7 on the play, 1st down. Put it on the 38. Are we unmuted? Okay. Were we not for a moment there? I might have been talking about the halftime show. There's
Big
a nice
play.
sack. They kind of sent the dogs that time. Several Prescott Curly Wolves are getting through there. Number 50, one of the men there, said his name a few times tonight already, Brian Woodley. There's some others in there as well.
Bismarck huddles up a long way from the ball. I just noticed that really, but they're good 10 yards away from the ball when they huddle.
Four wide again. Martinez is the running back. They're going to bring Hughes in motion on a jet sweep. Birch will pull it out of his belly and take it up the middle of the field. It's going to have about a 3-yard gain. And it's going to set up a long 3rd down here. 3rd and about 15, maybe 14. We'll call it 14. Yeah, I'm not sure what all y'all heard when we came back. We were talking about Prescott needs a stop on this drive. I feel like if you're a Prescott fan, you feel pretty good about yourselves right now, only down 14-0. I know that you want to be in the lead, but we also know what this Bismarck team has been doing this year and what they've brought back. There's a pass out in the flat. I'm sorry, down the field there at the 30 to Ethan Keithley. It's going to be short of the first down, 4th and about 2. Looks like 3, actually. Need to get down just inside the 28 for a first down. Kind of a long 2, short 3.
It's a big swing play right here. Momentum one way or the other.
This would be a huge stop if Prescott can get them off the field. They're going to hurry up. Will they actually snap, or are they just trying to draw them off sides? They got to jump, but they got them in time. They got back in time. They didn't get in the neutral zone. They're going to toss it out to Keithley. He makes one man miss, and that's all it took. That first tackler can't get him down. He's going to get the first down, and that's what he does. But that's also, trying to tackle Caveman Keithley in the open field one-on-one is, you're going to lose that 8 out of 10 times, probably. That is a tough task to ask of anybody.
Did a good job getting their hands on him, but he was just able to just squirt free. Just the athleticism that this kid has is amazing.
Salem's got a back, number 5 as well. It's a lot like them. This time they will get in the neutral zone, and that's going to get the defensive penalty. That'll be a free 5 for Bismarck. Make it 1st and 5. Benton's up on Catholic 49-0. Over the right side is Birch. He's going to get all the way in the end zone for another Osborne hitting an air touchdown. And that was just a great run from the quarterback. Van Noen to kick the PAT. That time Birch just fought his lead man. It looked like let's go back and look at it. What do we got here? It's good. 21-0. Prescott really wanted to get a stop on that opening drive. That's really put them in a tough predicament now, down 3 scores. But still, I think you're going to get the ball here. You got to go back into what you did early in the game. Run the football. Yeah, that time it was just a QB power over the right side. Had a left tackle, left guard pulled around. He just followed big 55, I believe, is trying to see that number. I believe it was number 55, Levi Martinez, all the way to the end zone. They're going to kick it off. It's going to be kind of a sidewinding kick. Going to be fielded on a hop. And he's going to be up to the 30. That was Gleason. And that's where the Curly Wolves will start. Marion now up 48-43 over Sheridan. Yeah, and we've got our Cash App AR Sports Net. You want to send us, buy us a cup of coffee, send us a couple bucks. We'd really appreciate it. That also has its own chat. It's kind of a super chat. And earlier, Aaron, you were telling me somebody became a member on our. Oh, we had a member chatting. Brittany Williams. Thank you, Brittany. Walnut Ridge is down to Newport right now, 24-16 in the 3rd. So here we go. Prescott. And this is a formation I was hoping to see. 2 H-backs. Over left side is Page. Page will get vertical and get a few yards. Looks like he's got 3, maybe 4. Pick up a 4, 2nd and 6. And he really made all that on his own. There wasn't much there that time, Woj.
No, there wasn't. And he did a good job just getting what he can get, but they need to, they're doing it quickly, getting up to the line. They can run the ball, but you can't run the play clock all the way down again.
There is a flag. And we'll get that point fixed for you. Thank you, C. Morton. 5-yard penalty. So you just lose what you just gained. You know, you had 2nd and 6. Now you're in 2nd and 11.
Even if you're a good team like Prescott, you can't afford to do that against a team like Bismarck.
Right. Debbie Martin says, love our Bismarck Lions. Jay Seck says, go Lions. So they're going back in the shotgun with 2 wide. They're going to fake it. It's that reverse. It's going to be a throw off of it, but he ain't got time. He's going to throw it out to the quarterback, and he overthrows everybody. If he's in the original tackle box, that could be grounding, but don't look like they're going to call it. I've never seen grounding on a halfback top throw, receiver throw.
I'm not sure if they've ever seen them call it on a wide receiver or a running back, but I guess it could be.
I don't know the rule on that. When you hand it off outside the tackle box, it comes back in if it's still technically the original tackle box, you know. But he gets rid of it, and that play really hasn't worked for him today. 3rd and 11. Got to be. They're back in his shotgun again. They only really ran one play out of that double kind of H-back, double tight end set. Got a man up the middle. He stops on the route and kind of miscommunication. He thinks he was getting held by Keithley. No call. Quarterback threw that right between the hashes. He was running up the left hash. He felt like he was impeded. He couldn't get over there, but that's going to be on the 4th down. They're going to have to punt it away, it looks like.
Yeah, it's certainly, I mean, don't want to be master of the obvious, but it's obviously not what they wanted. The good news for them, I guess, is they didn't run much time off the clock, so.
Good news for Bismarck that they didn't run it. Oh, well, they
for
need all the time they can get now.
Yeah, for the good news for
because they got to
Prescott,
catch up.
The good news for Prescott, they didn't run a lot of time off the clock.
Take his time on the punt. There was no rush. Going to let it bound. They probably should have fair caught that one, but Keithley will pick it up anyways. He makes the first 2 miss. He makes the 3rd man miss. He's reversing course. Cademan Keithley over the 50, the 45, throwing defenders down with the stiff arm. Finally wrestled to the grass at the 43-yard line. About a 17-yard pickup on the return.
Man, that young man is exciting to watch.
You don't want him in the open field with the ball. That is for sure. Debbie Martin says, thank you, ASM, for doing the live stream. We appreciate the coverage. Kathy Talbot says, my number 15, showing good sportsmanship, helping the other team member up. Got a lot of Bismarck fans in the chat. Of course, they're the road teams. I expect a few more to be watching from Bismarck than here for sure. There's a nice handoff to Martinez. Takes a pop and keeps going forward, though. He's all the way down to the 28. I think he felt that one. He got up a little bit slow.
Yeah, he took a pretty good pop, but it was still a really nice run right there.
Yeah, it was. He's still kind of little woozy acting. BB's got a 22-14 lead over Jacksonville. So 1st and 10 for Bismarck from from the Prescott 28-yard line. 3 wide. Martinez alongside the quarterback. He's going to have to throw. That's going to be a pick. It will be, and they'll bring him down immediately for a very short gain. There is a flag, it looks like, unless I think that's a flag on the field, way back at the 1-yard line. See if it's pass interference on the defense. If not, it could be offensive, and it won't matter. They'll just decline it. For a second, I thought it might be like a hand holder, because Bismarck does have some yellow towels and whatnot.
I think that's what it is. Referee's just calling it 1st down.
Yeah,
Prescott.
I haven't seen any symbols, so I guess it's a towel or something. He's picking it up right now. You zoom in on that, Woj. Yeah, it's a Bismarck towel. Number 20 says, hey, that's mine. Brody Allen. So the interception is good. Prescott got to go about, looks like they're on the 6. Got to go about 94 yards. Quarterback is back. He's rolling out of the pocket. He's going to have some room. Can he get an outside block? He can't. He'll get run out right around the 10-yard line. Pickup of about 4 on the play. 2nd and 6.
Got some athletic quarterbacks in this game. They can both move a little bit.
Yep. Dalton Stockton. Bismarck having a little trouble getting set. They finally will. Here's the snap. Quarterback's looking. He's got an interception. Clayton Martinez, pick 6 it is. 2nd pick 6 of the night. And he read that ball and broke on the route perfectly. Playing a little linebacker out there. And, I mean, I don't know how many times we've had 2 pick 6s in one game. It's an Osborne hitting an air touchdown for the Lions. Appreciate Osborne hitting an air. And all our Bismarck sponsors, 27-0. Van Nall on again. That's just that one, another one perfect, 28-0. That's just kind of what Bismarck does. You know, they got an explosive offense, but they also do things on defense to create big plays in the special teams. Seems like every time I call a Bismarck game, there's something happens in special teams or a pick 6 top play. It's a really good job.
They get really
Got our local sponsors up. GBF Auto and Towing. I'm sorry, I'll get to you here in just a second, Woj. GBF Auto Towing and Recovery. Take care of all your auto needs. Osborne Heating and Air and JA Farms Feed. And over for Prescott, we've got the Glass Insurance Company. Proud supporter of the Curly Wolves. Go ahead.
They just do a great job of sticking with the receiver, not giving them any space, and then just breaking on the ball.
Going to squib this one. Nice job picking it up, being alert there. Nice hands. So the Prescott numbers are a little hard for us to see. That was number 5, Owen Glass, because they're not filled in, so they're like an outline, maroon on maroon with a white outline. So a little harder for my 44-year-old eyes to see them. And there's our cash tag, AR Sports Net. If you want to buy us a cup of coffee, and we'll give you a shout out if you happen to hit that up. Here it says Go Big Blue. So Prescott coming out in a shotgun. They got to really run it now. I mean, they got to really go here. This time they're going to hand it off to Page. He's not going to have much at all. 1 yard, 2nd and 9. Forced to pass right now, kind of a situation. Draws and throwing the ball down the field in a 4-possession game. Four wide again, 2x2. Page is the running back alongside Stockton. Play action pass. They're going to finally blow him dead in the grass as he's backpedaling. They'll mark it dead at the just short of the 30, or almost at a 31.
Your best bet at beating Bismarck on defense is just to be able to run the football, because you don't want to get in a passing situation because they are just all over the quarterback right now. They're breaking off of the blocks and just getting right after the quarterback.
Loss of 10 on the play. We're going to get Bismarck got a late substitution. He got off the field just in time. They set up a screen to Page, but really well read by number 20 and company. That was Brody Allen and a couple other lines. They're not going to get much out of it at all. It's going to bring up 4th and 16. They're going to have to punt it. Punter's way back on this one. Standing with his heels on the 20-yard line. High snap as well from there. He'll get it. No rush. Kick this one almost straight up. Gets a little better carry than I thought it was going to. It's going to go out of bounds right at the 37.
That's a pretty impressive snap by the center. That's a long way
That
back.
is a long snap, and I think he knew it, and he kind of overestimated a little bit because it was so far.
I don't know if I've ever seen a punter 20 yards back like that.
Stephanie Mogul says, "Go Lions." Well, if he went back 20 yards, he would have netted a little bit more on that punt. Brooks Drain says, "Let's go Bismarck and let's go number 73." Might have read that one. But talking about Malachi.
Another offsides by the Prescott defense.
Yeah, that's a free 5 for Bismarck. So gonna be 1st and 5. This is where you want to, 28-0. You want to keep your composure if you're Prescott here. Don't get any silly plays, any kind of unsportsmanlike conduct, anything like that. Just try to play sound defense. Keep this thing where it doesn't get way away from him. He tried to throw it out to Martinez on a little wheel route type action and just overthrew him. Martinez might have got to that one in the first quarter, but he's been a workhorse tonight.
I mean, at this point, you got 15 minutes left in this ball game. You got to be smart, but you may have to take some chances because
I mean, he was wide open. If he could have disconnected, but yeah, like you said, stop the clock now. Second and 5. They're going to hand it to Caveman. Caveman breaks free. He's out in the open. He breaks a tackle. There's a flag, but he's in the end zone.
the flag might be a face mask. I think that's going to stand.
It could be. Nope. I don't know. We'll see here. Where was the line of scrimmage on that? Was it I think it was
42.
the 43, between the 42 and the 43 there. It's a 58-yarder. We'll give him 58 if it holds here.
Well, they're moving everybody back. I thought it looked like he might have gotten the face.
Yeah, I think there
mask
might have
when
been a
they
hold
threw.
down there, or a blocking a back top action. Yeah, it's a hold. So it's going to be 10 yards from the spot. So looks like it's just shy of 39. Wait a minute. 2 flags.
It's like 2 holds on Bismarck. One was declined, one was accepted.
So they're taking the first one because it's going to get them further back. So it's going to put them all the way back to the 35-yard line. 2nd and 12. Maybe we'll go. I'm sorry. 2nd and 13. Got to get to the 48-yard line for a first down. Pistol formation. Caveman. Actually, that's Brody. I'm sorry, that's 26. But Birch is going to keep it. He fakes a man. He's got a head of steam. He's got open field. He's looking back, saying, "Look at my shoe bottoms." Touchdown. And we got some extracurricular on the side, and they're going to get a flag. I believe that's going to be a sportsmanlike penalty on Prescott, but we'll find out. That Birch just went 63 yards to the house. Did you replay on that one, Aaron? They're still talking about the flag. It being enforced on the kickoff if it is unsportsmanlike on Prescott. Personal foul on Bismarck.
Oh, wow.
They're going to bring the touchdown back. They're going to put the ball at the 38-yard line. It'll be a first down. Trying to go back and watch it here. My phone wanted to jump to an ad. It was Preston Hughes locked up with a defender down the field. I know that much. Okay, so Bismarck comes to the line. And they're going to get Prescott to jump off sides unless it's were they drawn off. I think Bismarck's acting like they were drawn off. So that's going to be a back 'em up 5 on the Lions. 1st and 15. I'm watching this playback and see if we catch it in camera. We had 2 touchdowns called back on this drive. One by Cademan and one by Birch. Birch has it run over to the left side. He's looking. He's got a wide open receiver. And Preston Hughes, I believe, is who it was, number 3. He's going to drop that one. No, that was Cademan Keithley. Keithley can't pull that one in. I think he was thinking about where he was going before he got it, completely brought in that time.
You got to watch that ball all the way in your hands before you worry about making a cut and then running the football. At least
He's
that's
got
what I
a
was
cash app, $5. Thank you. From Cheryl Hilser. We appreciate that. And Montrell Moore. Malachi Moore's dad sent us $10. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that, guys. They're going to toss this one to Cademan. Cademan, that play works so well. Look at him just outrun folks. Finally gets pulled down inside the 15-yard line. Cademan Keithley like he shot out of a cannon. And here's your replay. Here's a toss. Martinez gets a block in the backfield. Got a receiver block on the outside. I know Prescott fans are hollering those were holds. It was close. Nonetheless, 1st and 10, ball on the 12, it looks like. Could be the 13. Tough angle from here. Four wide. I'll give it to Martinez. He's going to burrow his way down inside the 10. Gets the ball down to the 9-yard line. Still got it. Go ahead.
This Martinez is a bruising running back, or fullback. He looks like Mock Allstar a little bit.
Yeah. That's being Mark Pierce at Arkansas. Back in the 7-heaven game. 2002 against Ole Miss. This time Birch will fake it to him. Birch is going to keep it, but he's wrapped up and pulled down. Number 13 on the tackle, Alex Munoz. It's a good tackle that time, saving a lot of extra yards. It could have gotten the end zone.
Down to about 35 seconds left in the third.
Warren is Stuttgart is on top of Warren, 37-35. Back in the pistol. They're going to give it to Cademan. Cademan trying to get between tackles, just bouncing off guys. He don't go down. He runs as hard as anybody, and he's as fast as anybody, and he gets in the end zone. Cademan Keithley punches one in on a play where it looked like they had him hemmed in. Finds a way to the end zone, and that's another Osborne heating and air touchdown for the Bismarck Lions as they go up 34-0. 7.6 seconds left here in the third period. PAT by Van Nall is up and good. And, boy, these Bismarck scores this year, let's look at them. 28, 61, 48, 48, 58, 67, 42, and so far 42-9. I don't know if he makes every PAT, but he's definitely got to be breaking some records. And he was their kicker last year, their PAT kicker. So his career stats are going to be really hard to beat.
That's just such a weapon in high school football, especially in 2 and 3, 4A even, to have a kicker that can make your extra points and maybe even some short field goals. Your offense can kind of ease up a little bit and know they got points.
Saul Cademan for the first time 2 years ago. I'm trying to remember now. Was it last year they played Mansell first game? It was.
It's like the mercy rule's in effect. They already ran the clock out.
Yep. So, mercy rule is in effect. No, Arkansas High School sportsmanship rule. So that's the end of the third. Let's go to a sponsor, and we'll be back right after this.
My prices look like a mirage. Wrong. The prices on these trucks are the lowest prices ever. My trucks look different. Drink plenty of water and wipe your eyes. You're not going to believe these prices. Go to D3 Auto Sales on Facebook right now.
The Arkansas Sports Network Basketball Classic tips off January 3rd in Clinton. Some of the state's best teams. One unforgettable day of hoops. Don't wait. Secure your seats now before they're gone. Get your tickets for the ASN Basketball Classic at facebook.com/ARSportsNetHS and A.
All right, we're back. Kicks it off. They're going to let it bound. He's got to pick it up. It's a live football. He drops it. Bismarck, are they on it? I don't know. I think Prescott got back on it. They do. So, wow. Avoid a nightmare there. Now, I said 42 a minute ago on Bismarck, and I apologize. I think it's because there was like 3 touchdowns on that drive, but 2 of them got called back. I was thinking they already had 35 in my head. I can't see the scoreboard where I'm sitting in our situation here, but so I apologize. 35-0. So they avoid disaster, and they're going to start on the 11-yard line.
At this point, if you're Prescott, you just need to try to go get some points and get some kind of momentum for next week, because right now it's all Bismarck, and there's no shame in that. But you need to go get some points and try to get yourself some momentum.
I agree. Coming out in 4 wide. Page is the tailback alongside Stockton, the quarterback. They're going to throw it out quick, and that's almost a pick 6, and not close, not far from a lateral as well. They blow it dead. My Lord, that would have been the 3rd pick 6 in one game. I've never seen that.
Or Bismarck read that young man read that play perfectly and was right there. He's gonna be kicking himself for that touchdown he missed out on.
Yeah, I believe that was Brody Allen again, number 20. 390 live devices still on us. We appreciate it. This time they'll hand it to Page. Not much room there, and he's going to get thrown back. They'll blow him dead on his progression. And that was Brody Allen. Just read that so well. And, man, I don't know how he dropped it. He's going to be saying the same thing when he gets home tonight.
It's easier to get past something like that, though, when you're up 35-0.
3rd and 11. He's back. He's got a man over the middle, overthrows him, and they'll bring up another 4th down. And really what Bismarck did tonight was they got Prescott in bad situations where they had to throw the football. And they won 1st down, and that's really, or they either won 1st down or they got them where they had not a lot of time before the half ran out where they had to throw it in. And then you have to throw the second half after you got down the first couple scores. And that's just not really their game. I mean, they can do it a little bit, but they're better when they can just run the football, not be forced. Bismarck just able to pin the ears back.
Go back to that first drive. If they could have punched that in, who knows how this game would have turned out. But that was just a real momentum killer to have such a long drive and come up with no points.
Big Matthias Martinez almost got in there. Hunter had to get it away. It's going to go out of bounds. Very short punt this time.
I think for Fordyce, they're a good team. This is just a bad night against a team that's just rolling right now. Like I don't know very many teams that's going to beat this Bismarck team when they're playing the way they're playing right now. So
there's a lot of stuff going on in the chat that I'm trying to catch up on here. Cheryl Hilser says the Lions are so much fun to watch. Big difference versus Prescott from a few years back. Brooks Drain says, let's go Bismarck. Let's go 73 Malachi. Not much on that one.
Kind of stumbled when he got the ball.
About 4. He could have been bigger. 2nd and 6. Carson Woodall says, let's go Bismarck, bring it home, boys. Gary Moore says, let's go Bismarck. So back in the pistol. Keithley is the deep man. Burt scrambling for his life. He'll finally get upfield. He's going to get a positive gain. Breaks the tackle. Still turning the legs. He breaks free. Look at this man, the sophomore, all the way to the house. Touchdown. Telling you, Caden Birch has picked up the slack left by Ben Keithley bigger than anybody expected him to do this year. 41-0 now.
Man,
I mean, he
what
just
a
kept
run.
breaking tackles.
Wow.
What a run from the quarterback. And Bismarck just, I mean, I'm so impressed every time I watch them because somebody might play as hard as them, but they definitely don't ever have somebody outplay them. Nobody plays harder than them, for sure.
So we got a
That
missed
was
extra
a
point.
microcosm. Yeah, I doted on Van Noss so much that he missed one finally. So, announcer's jinx. Did we get a replay on that touchdown? If we didn't, it's okay. I'm watching it back. I rewound it on my phone. It's an unreal play. Pocket broke down. It looked like Prescott was going to get him for a loss. Just pulls his way, had a jersey pull on him, just pulls his way out of that, just keeps spinning. Guy's just not wrapping up late. And then he just breaks free and gets in the end zone. Another little squib type kick. They're going to pick it up. Got a head of steam. He's going to be brought down at the 30. It's a 25-yard touchdown run from Birch a moment ago. So the clock will not stop unless someone calls a timeout. 5:15 to go in this one. So Bismarck, other than the first game of the year, has scored 40 or more in every single game. 34, 61, 48, 48, 58, 67, 42, and 42 and counting tonight. I might have called, I don't know if he was talking to me or not, but if I said Miss Brooks Drain, I apologize. I don't remember if I did or not. It's definitely not a girl, he says. Kathy Talbert says, Lions been on a roll the last 4 years with my number 50. This roster they gave us, I think we had an issue with that before. We don't have 50 on there. Quarterback's back to pass. He's looking. He's got time. He's got a receiver. He's got a step. And just overthrows him off his fingertips.
It's just been the story of the night. They've had receivers open, just not able to connect time and time again.
Someone's on the mic. Yeah. What's your son's first name? Kathy, Miss Talbert. Oh, now I'm on number 15. Okay, 50's gone. I got it. I just should have kept reading. I was trying to see who number 50 was. That's a nice throw right there. Really good job. Setting the feet by Dalton Stockton and threading the needle. So, yeah, number 15 now, our other son. Of course, that's Zane Talbert is showing his stuff. Also, number 33, talking about Clinton Martinez, and 55 are all three cousins. 55 is Levi Martinez. Hard to beat my Lions.
He's not going to get there. We turn over on downs. Or did he get the first? Okay, he got the first down earlier. Must have done the math wrong.
Darnell has come storming back, up 31-28 over Ozark with 13 seconds left in the third. Mina takes care of Dover at home at Dover. Closer score than I thought it might be, to be honest. I think Dover's got the big Waldron game next week. It's either next week or the one after. And off over the right side, great defense that time. In the backfield was Landon Williams. Landon Williams is a guy that's unsung a lot on this Bismarck team. He's a guy that gets double-digit tackles, I think, more nights than he don't.
Down to 2 minutes to go in the ball game.
That's going to 41-0 with minute 35 and counting. And I don't know why I said 42 earlier. So 42 last week, 41 tonight. The rare miss from Van Nall. Arkansas still up on Cincinnati in the first exhibition game. That's the final 81-61. So 89-61. So 28-point drumming of the Bearcats. EPC all over Mariana tonight, 40-0. Rivercrest up 27-20 over Osceola. Johnson County West Side, is that who that is? 53? No, it's Junction City. 53-0 over Magazine.
It's a delay of game. Prescott. Delay game on Prescott.
Prescott, yeah. Down here in the South, you got to say it right. They don't say Prescott. It's
Prescott.
not. Woj is a big Cowboys fan. Sorry, I know. He has to ride in a car with me, but he's got Dak Prescott on the mind. But down here in the South, they call it Prescott. I learned that the hard way. 41-0 Lions. That's going to be the final. Big time game. 2 pick sixes in the game. Almost a couple more. And Birch showed off tonight. Caveman Keithley showed off. Their usual suspects were there. Early, Prescott, you really liked where they were. 14-0 at half. I mean, you were keeping the Bismarck offense off the field. One of those touchdowns at half had already been on the defensive side for Bismarck. But second half, you come out here and you couldn't score on that first drive, and you couldn't get a stop on that first drive, and then you couldn't score yourself, and kind of had to start throwing the ball, doing some things that isn't exactly, in your wheelhouse. And it was just too much. Bismarck just showed off tonight. We're going to take a break. Let's get our locals in one more time before we take a break, Aaron. That's GBF Auto Towing and Auto Recovery in Bismarck, Osborne Heating and Air, JA Farms and Feed, and over for Prescott, we had the Glass Insurance Company, proud supporters of their teams. We really think those sponsors can't do it without them. And let's take a break. We'll get to a commercial. We're going to run a red plate for you one more time as well. If you're in Prescott, go over to Trina's Diner. She's fed us today, took care of us. She's entered into our red plate competition. Nothing but great things to say about her establishment and the food today. It was just a great visit. So we'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll run a red plate, and we'll be out of here. We'll see y'all next week. 41-0 Bismarck rolls. Stick around for the red plate.
The Arkansas Sports Network Basketball Classic tips off January 3rd in Clinton. Some of the state's best teams. One unforgettable day of hoops. Don't wait. Secure your seats now before they're gone. Get your tickets for the ASN Basketball Classic at facebook.com/ARSportsNetHS and ARSportsNet. Or you can click the QR code at the bottom of the screen.
It's so hot, you're gonna think my prices look like a mirage. Wrong. The prices on these trucks are the lowest prices ever. My trucks look different. Drink plenty of water and wipe your eyes. You're not gonna believe these prices. Go to D3 Auto Sales on Facebook right now. Look, everybody's talking about D3 Auto Sales, and I say to myself, there must be something special about this dealership, and it's their prices. You can get one of these vehicles right up here for not a lot of money, right? That's D3 Auto Sales in Desert, d3autosales.com.
Hey Arkansas, it's time. Dirks is crushing it in the T-Mobile Friday Night 5G Lights $1 million stadium renovation. Scan the QR code right now and vote like your school depends on it, because it does. Vote daily through October the 24th, and let's light up Arkansas athletics. Dirks is in first place. Let's keep them there.
All right, we're back. We almost forgot. We got a D3 Auto Sales player of the game to announce. You can give it to Caven Keithley every game. He had multiple touchdowns on offense, had a pick 6 on defense. Birch got it our last game. I don't know if we officially announced it that night. But Birch got it when we did them against Glen Rose. But I'm going to go, let's go with Clayton Martinez tonight. He had a pick 6. He also ran the ball hard offensively. Did some great blocking as well. Caught a ball out of the backfield on one play for a big gain. Clayton Martinez. I believe he is a sophomore. Let me double check that. He is. He was a big-time back last year in junior high for him. Moved up in the playoffs. He is our D3 Auto Sales player of the game. And now we're going to take you off to the red plate. Good night, everybody.
What's up, Arkansas Sports Network fans? This is the Road to the Red Plate, celebrating Arkansas's finest restaurants. This week we're at Trina's Diner, a touch of soul, serving homemade soul food for almost 3 years. Okay, Dran, tell us about the food we had.
Yeah, we're here at Trina's Diner, a touch of soul today in Prescott, Arkansas. As soon as we got in here, very welcoming. Talked to Trina. Couple and one of our workers was up there and just very friendly, very excited to have us here. Food was great. We came in, we saw the specials on the board. It was chicken spaghetti. I'm a big chicken spaghetti fan, or chicken bacon Alfredo. Had a couple of like steamed vegetables or steamed corn or a side salad, and they've got catfish. They've got all kinds of regular food, you know, like burgers every day. I want to say pork chops, she said. But I had the chicken spaghetti. It was very well presented, very seasoned nicely. It was just really good. It was a little different than my traditional take on chicken spaghetti, like how we make it at home, but still really good. And honestly, it's kind of fall right now. We're getting that cold air. It's 50-something degrees outside. It kind of made me think of like something you would serve at like a Thanksgiving dish, like a potluck type food. It was really good. I had the steamed vegetables as one of my sides, and also had a side salad. It's just a small side salad. It had real fresh lettuce, cabbage, cheese, and bacon on it. The steamed vegetables were delicious, cooked just right, seasoned very well. So overall, I mean, just a really good trip here at Trina's. The food was excellent. I had sweet tea. I'm one of those people that judge a place off their sweet tea as much as anything. Sweet tea was great. So overall, definitely a win here at Trina's Diner.
All right, so we're here at Trina's Diner, a touch of soul, Prescott, Arkansas. And I had the chicken bacon ranch Alfredo, which was very, very good. They had just the right amount of chicken bacon ranch and Alfredo. They mixed it all together really well. The Alfredo was nice and soft, and I thought it was fantastic. I'm kind of a stickler for Alfredo, so I don't eat it all the time, but when I do, it has to be really good, and this was really good. I had the steamed vegetables. Not a big fan of vegetables normally, honestly, but they were really good too.
So I had the classic cheeseburger and french fries here, and it was very juicy on the inside. The vegetables were very crispy, and it was seasoned really nice. I also had the french fries that came with it. They were also seasoned very well. And then I also had the peach Kool-Aid. It had a really nice peach flavor that wasn't really big, but was still very bold. And it paired really well with just a classic pairing of the cheeseburger and fries, which is really hard to get wrong, especially if you're here in the South.
All right, we're here today with Miss Trina of Trina's Diner, A Touch of Soul here in Prescott, Arkansas, 221 Holly Street. You can call them at 870-796-8014. Sunday's kind of come and get it, and whenever she's out kind of thing. And they sell out because everybody's here. Nice to meet you today. We had just a great meal. We really appreciate everything. Tell me a little bit about the diner and just how long y'all been open?
Okay, we've been open ever since. I opened this diner. I had my grand opening on July the 13th, 2023.
Okay.
So we going in roughly on our third year.
Right. Yes, ma'am. Are you from Prescott?
I am not from Prescott. My husband is from Prescott. I finished school in Hope.
Okay.
I'm really from Breda, Arkansas.
Okay. So, how's the town supported your business so far since you've been open?
They have really been by my side. They support heavy. On Saturdays on Sundays, I have a lot of people come out of Hope here,
nice.
And all those other surrounding areas.
Right.
They come here and support. So I get a lot of support, from people.
Yes, ma'am. So today's specials were the chicken spaghetti and the chicken Alfredo, or chicken bacon Alfredo. Do you have different specials every day, or how do y'all do it?
I really need to do better, but I really kind of get up and I decide what I want to have.
Yeah.
We have different dishes. I don't never do anything the same week. Like if I do something one week, the next week it may be something different. So I do a lot of different casseroles.
Okay. Is there some of the other ones you want to talk about that you do on certain days?
I do shrimp fettuccine.
Nice.
Chicken bacon ranch. Those are two of my hot sellers that I did today. The chicken spaghetti. Anytime I'm catering, I do cater as well.
Okay.
That's they go to. On Sundays, that's when they get that deep soul food. When I do the dressings, the pig feet, the neck bones, and
nice.
pinto beans and peas and stuff like that. I do that on Sundays. And when I say call your order in before 12, because when 12 come, I'm fully running. I do come first, first serve. I stand on that, and we'll sell out really fast. We will not make it to 6 o'clock.
Right. Everything we had was excellent. Just seasoned well. Where did you learn? Is this stuff you learned growing up, or just a little bit of here and there?
Actually, my mom and my dad both could cook, and they made sure all their kids knew how to cook. I've been cooking. I know I've been in the kitchen with my parents. I used to get ready holidays. I would be in a chair helping cut up stuff. I've been cooking ever since I was like 8 years old, and it's always been a passion of mine. Yes, I love to cook. I get excited when people want me to cater because, add on to my revenue and stuff like that, but it warms my heart when people want me to cook for their families.
Right. So it's just kind of in your soul to, it's something you like to do and get a blessing out of it for sure. Yeah. Well, everybody needs to come down to Trina's Diner. It was a great experience. We got one last question for you. Tonight we got Bismarck coming to town, the Lions taking on the Prescott Wolves and the Curly Wolves. Who you got?
Curly Wolves,
All
let's
right.
go.
Gotta go, Curly Wolves.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you. Awesome, Tom.
Thank y'all for coming.
like, subscribe, and comment down below where you want to see us next on the road to the red plate.